it always been since the beginning. It's always has since the beginnings is have something for that place. It's just the only. It's actually the last place in the United States that is so big. Like you get to the masses. Like that's skating still there. There's no X Games. There's no this. We're not in any other event. We're not anywhere else. But the only place that is big like that is as Woodward big. They have skating is there.
Wow.
That's I feel like a big responsibility to be there, and I love it too. So we still got a chance, even though we don't have kids, like thousands of kids at other sports, they still love us. That's something we really need to realize, that we still have Woodward to offer to the kids and adults.
Totally.
You know what I mean? So that's the last place that have skating. I want to make sure we keep that bond.
And I know East doesn't have it anymore, right?
No, they don't.
How does?
But it will be back one day, like hopefully.
Yeah, one day, hopefully.
For sure.
It's just the numbers.
East doesn't have blading at all. How many like students go to, or kids go
this
to?
This last
West
time we only have
bladers?
1 week of skating with blading, and then we have 18 kids. And then the boss over there, the new boss, was like tripping because she realized that all these years that we don't inline skating is not even on the website if you try to register as a blader.
Even Woodward West?
Yeah, for years. And we have $0 for marketing.
Wow.
In the last 8 years or more. And she realized that we keep the numbers, even they're small, we don't let those numbers drop. We keep 18, maybe a little more, two less, but we keep the numbers with zero investment. And they were like, whoa, like,
Still
basically
sticking
in other words, like, how you guys survive this? You got no support. The passion is high.
Right.
So with $0 advertising, they still maintain the same numbers. If they advertise, it'd just be higher.
It'd be insane.
Right?
So I talked to the boss, and they were like, yeah, we definitely wants to try to get involved.
Just add it to the brochure or whatever it is.
And I told them too, like if the money of marketing, our marketing is completely different than the other action sports marketing. We are a different culture. Like skating is a different culture. You don't promote this in the X game or sample. Nobody's gonna. Yeah. You gotta go to the core. So I'm trying to get them realize that to believe in skating. They're really down. They always believe. So yeah, it's pretty good. Like hopefully in the next couple of years we'll see an increase, because I know a lot of skiers kids are actually blading. The off-season training.
It makes sense.
And they're actually getting into it, because ski is turning into blading. New schoolers, are you seen those? No, with no thing. Just like
I heard some stories like that. Some like pro skiers or like
Shima told you like that. Yeah. And so like now the kids are actually digging blading because it's so freestyle and no like zero fucks giving. It's just going. Kids are liking that. So a lot of the skier kids are trying this, and then also Red Bull Crash Ice.
Yeah.
It's like they
train on blades. They train on blades.
And those
that is sick,
those hockey guys and all those guys, they're like.
Do you not want to try that?
Pretty wild. You need.
I don't know.
No, it's okay.
I mean, I'm not against. I would try it. I don't have like an urge to do it.
No?
I guess.
You really need to be really good at ice skate. But they realize that skating is sick. This big blank canvas that is for blading.
Right.
So it's beautiful. So I dig being Woodward also, because you get the sport exposed to hundreds of kids each week in the summer, and a lot of people from all the different action sports. A lot of pros from all different sports go there, and they see blading and the right people blading. They're like, wow, I have a beautiful opportunity to be there and be able to keep representing blading. So
this is actually a perfect segue to this question. What do you think is the biggest challenge for blading, from keeping it grow?
To keeping it grow, there's no challenge. I think it is daunting there, but it's up to us and only us to make sure to keep believing in what we're doing, and we all swim to the north that we want to go, always to the top again. So it's like there's challenge, but the beautiful thing about challenges is that gives you more drive, more that actually creates a culture even stronger when you have difficulties like that. And those times are the ones that create the beauty and the essence of this.
But what do you think the challenge is? Like, do you think the challenge is other people against us, or is it us in front of ourselves?
It's up to us to stand up for ourselves, just like the black people and gay community and everybody will say like, I'm doing like we, what I mean? It's up, again, it's up to us and only us to represent ourselves correctly and stop being a bitch. Just keep
That's
doing
real.
Doing things
That's
like this.
shit.
That's it. Just be, like I said before, we start talking.
At Woodward, huh?
Yeah,
Don't be a bitch.
I tell those kids. I teach kids.
Them up. Step one. Don't be a bitch.
Bend
your knees.
I teach the kids how to skating, basically all the basic foundation of skating and all this stuff, and I teach them that too. We show up in the skate park, in a little park. It's full of people. This is the class now. We're gonna get involved here. We're gonna be around everybody and don't be afraid. and it works, and they teach them something to take home.
That's more. That's also like a life lesson kind of thing too. Like you should carry that to everything you do
in life.
Yeah.
That's something I like about skating.
Yeah, it translates well into our sport.
Right now, the kids are skating right now are developing something that a lot of other places are not be able to develop with, like dealing with people in the street the way we were dealing with. You know what I mean? So like the kids are skating right now there. You guys are fucking rad because you are actually dealing with something very unique. You know what I mean? Like
totally.
It's
I always thought about that too. Like
times.
Kids who skate now, like when I was a kid, it was everyone was doing it.
Yeah.
Everyone was on skates. Like kids now that they gotta have like the biggest balls.
Because
it's like
it's so rad.
They're not being influenced like how we were. Like we it was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you know, like if I was skating down the street, like kids who never even put a pair of skates on, they were like, "Yo, do a misty flip." Everyone knew. It was like it tied into the culture a lot. But now, like if you see a kid skating, like he's got to be a unique kid because that influence isn't there.
And give you personality and how to deal with like the outside world, because you know how divided this world is nowadays. It's crazy. So those kids are gonna take something. It's so sick.
That is so sick.
You know?